What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back at giving another X video. Today we get into Eminem Habits featuring White Gold. Never heard of White Gold. This is the second track on the album. I'm excited. We're also this track seems to be doing the best in terms of views on YouTube, at least out of all the other tracks so far, according to my little YouTube analytics here. So this one, I guess, might be a fan favorite. It's number 6 trending for music. We're gonna find out what it's about. Hope you're having a good day. Come vibe with your boy.
Been waiting a long time for this shit. Long time no see. Thought you got rid of my ass, huh? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. You take this, or I put a bullet between your fucking eyes. Here, we'll split it. Half an Ativan, I'm driving straight out of van in a black sedan, fast as I can. In Pakistan, getting chased by Pakistans. You know how I roll, bitch. I'm an avalanche.
It's my shit, I'm gonna spit it how I wanna spit it. Whoever gets offended, suck a dick and fuck a critic.
About to get retarded on this motherfucking shit. You can't be retarded. Shut up, midget. We've been trying to break the habit of saying any R words, but I'm still an addict, so it's getting harder. Been calling bitches hoes since a kindergartner. Since Jimmy Carter, now I'm kitty cornered, sitting in PC court with a shitty lawyer. Like damn,
you got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Goddamn, I miss you, Slim. You got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your van.
Was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the booth and had a point to prove. Venomous still I poison youth. Sentences I'm penning are just a toy with you, which is a joy to do.
Like
Slim.
the rhyme schemes, but the patterns too. Venomous or poison the youth.
Was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the booth and had a point to prove. Venomous still I poison youth. Sentences I'm penning are just a toy with you, which is a joy to do. Slim is just a lyricist, hear the voice, his true sentiments. Got the women pissed and it seems like men are just off growing a huge clitoris. Pussies, yeah, I probably annoyed a few feminists. I reminisce on them blowing a fuse over my points of view. Still I'm devoid of two shits to give. My thinking is primitive, but when it comes to giving it to anybody, boy is Bruce generous. And about as much of a boy as Bruce Jenner is. Cause I'm not a boy, I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. My speech is free as his choice, but when it comes to giving it to anybody, boy is Bruce generous. And about as much of a boy as Bruce Jenner is. Cause I'm not a boy, I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. My speech is free as his choice to choose gender is.
This shit is like opioid abuse, isn't it?
Yep.
You got an addiction, man.
Dude, the way he puts words together, man.
It's
insane.
Man. Goddamn, I miss you, Slim. You got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your veins.
There's times when I lay down to sleep, I argue with myself. Am I the only one who thinks this way too? I need help. Just a little bit, know a lot of it. I really gotta quit. Something's wrong with me, my God. Old habits die hard.
Look at you. What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. You're all pricks.
Mom shaming, dad shaming, yeah. Fat shaming, mansplaining,
Blah.
cry babies, attack shady, wham.
Mad cause they can't tame me.
Here come the censors, like the Avengers, and they assemble like Prince and intern. A word like ginger, until the N-word. All these pronouns, I can't remember.
They are them, theirs, his or him, hers. Into them girls who bought tits to get attention.
Then get hit on by ugly men who are
Not in your league, so you pretend you're a victim and meet to them. Outrage, how fake.
Nowadays some gals, they just clout chase. Look at me with sour grapes and your brow raised. Bitch, you ain't about head, about face. Little white, middle-aged, upper middle class with a glass of wine and your cigarette. Bitch, get off the internet. You ain't even fed your kids dinner yet. Parental discretion, mental aggression. My head's a Smith & Wesson. You're messing with a lethal weapon like an evil stepdad. I got it infrared like a ginger stepkid who pissed the bed. I do this shit in jest and it's just a mess in there. Put your head. And if men wanna wear lipstick and women's underwear, who cares? This shit is their business, not fair. Witness beware, bitches to blare. Which on you scared? Bitches, I'm surreptitious and square. Business just attack my therapist with a pair of scissors like Merry Christmas. Dressed as a Hare Krishna terrorist with the hair trigger.
But with these buttons I'm always pushing, pain I'm always inflicting. Protest offices outside the shady offices living. It'll make you think that you had the game unlocked till they pick it. Only wait for me to explain it, yes I'm conflicted. Walking on eggshells like if I take it too far, is this it? Part of me gets it and wants to say I'm sorry and fix it. So all my statements are basically contradictory. Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And insensitive isn't me saying the R word isn't.
Wait a minute, which R word? Rape or retarded midget? Not cool. Would this rhyme be okay if South Parker did it?
Okay, screw you guys.
Would it make you less angry if Cartman spit it?
God damn it.
As far as what I just stated regarding midgets, you'll probably think I'll just say that I'm playing, I'm not, I meant it. Swear to God, I see one of them little fuckers come at me, I'll pick it up by its legs and drop it and kick it. Marshall, your wicked face that you are addicted, but they gon' do me the same as the baby with all of this shit. Chappelle and Colin, they're calling shady misogynistic while raising 3 daughters, 2 graduated from college with honors, summa cum laude. My sense of humor is probably twisted, it's painfully obvious.
You got an addiction, man.
Damn,
I know you
okay.
can't get rid of me forever cause you know that I'm prescription,
Wow.
man. God damn, I miss you, Slim. Hey, you got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your veins.
I'm just playing, little people. You know I love you.
All right, so I think, could be a little off, but I think this song, M, is addressing a lot of the way that the social landscape, the social and political landscape used to be and how it is now, and how what he grew up on was okay and acceptable, and how everything is so different now. Everything is so soft and everything is so like liberal and politically correct in the sense that he has to walk on eggshells. And I feel like a lot of people are like that, right? Where nowadays there's it's this weird balance. And like I said, I'm not into politics like that, but I do see it, you know, on social media. I see it in real life. I see it in day-to-day life where we've reached this point where I think we've gone too far with sensitivity and empathy to where it's overly done. It's on the extreme side where people become violent and people become aggressive if you mislabel them, even if it's unintentional, if it's an accident, right? People are like, I can't believe you did that. I think we've become too sensitive in the sense that we become very reactive and very defensive, and it's not justified for what caused that reaction. You know what I mean? So I think M is addressing that. He's addressing the current landscape of things with the social and political state of our society, and also how he's trying to navigate that, especially coming from where he used to be with his alter ego Slim Shady and the music he used to make. And if you go back and listen to early Slim Shady, early Eminem, it's very abrasive and it's very controversial and it's very cancelable in today's climate. But back then, that's what it was. And sure, it was controversial and sure, it might have offended a lot of people. But at the end of the day, it was just words and it's just offending people and it's not that big a deal. And, you know, I don't think the lines were crossed. It wasn't hate speech or anything, right? And there was no call to action in trying to rally people for extremism or hate or anything like that. It was just an artist displaying his points of view in the way that he felt like he needed to say it and be controversial. And also in this song, he's saying, you know, a lot of what he said, no matter what he says and how he says it, people are still going to try and cancel him. So this is a song about how everything has changed, how it used to be, but also even him trying to be politically correct and try to do the right thing, he still gets shit on and he still gets people offended, and you can't please everybody. So he's trying to find this weird balance of how do I be myself without having the world at my throat, essentially. And at the end of the day, I'm sure he doesn't really care, but it's just him trying to have peace of mind in that sense of like, I want to be able to be myself without being attacked. And I think everybody can relate to that, right? So this was actually a very, very well written song for him trying to touch on that subject. And it's a very touchy subject. I'm sure I'm going to have people in my comments right now maybe getting a little salty or upset that maybe I agree with him. You know, if I agree with him on one talking point, then people might come for my throat. And that's the thing that he's addressing, is how reactive and how aggressive people are. Instead of having a conversation about things, instead of trying to understand each other, it's become the norm to just attack and be aggressive and try to cancel and just go all out instead of either letting it go or having a conversation about it and trying to understand each other. So other than the what he's talking about here, which is really dope, I think the writing in here yet again is just a good example of how crazy this guy is with the pen. The rhyme schemes and the flow in here are insane. The flow towards the end, like the last third of the song, when he's really going off, I mean, if you're an artist, if you're a rapper and you want to increase and you want to get better at writing and better at rapping, you need to be studying Eminem. You need to be studying Kendrick. You need to be studying King Los, J. Cole. A lot of these artists, you need to read their lyrics and study why they wrote, how they wrote, the syllables, the vowels, the rhyme schemes, the punchlines, the metaphors, everything. Like, if you're trying to get better at your craft, you need to study these artists, and Eminem is a perfect example of that. You have top-tier artists in the industry that are already professional rappers that still look at Eminem as the standard. And that's why Eminem is brought up so many times as the GOAT, and he's always the reference for when people compare who's the greatest and who's the best writer, who's the best rapper, who's the best MC. Eminem is always in the conversation, and there's a reason for that. The writing that he does is just crazy, and the way that he puts words together and plays with words, he literally is a borderline genius at this stuff. It's crazy. So I really enjoyed the writing here. I really enjoyed the flow. The verse, the chorus, I enjoyed the chorus. The chorus is chill. I've never heard of White Gold. He sounds good on here. I think this does have a little bit of replay value. The chorus didn't really hook me, but it's a nice little vibe. I can kind of just... Dun, 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 dun. The melody is stuck in my head a little bit, but I really enjoyed the verses, and the way that Eminem rapped the verses, I think the verses have the most replay value for me, and I definitely could see myself maybe wanting to play this back if I'm in the mood for some just really good writing and bars. I'm like, you know what? Habits is really cool. It's a lot to digest, but it's also a cool little vibe. So I've really enjoyed these last two songs. I'm ready for more. I think it's safe to say that he's locked in for this because of how he started the album, how he goes into this one. I think we're going to get a little bit of everything here, maybe a little bit of mature Eminem, but also a little immature Slim Shady on here. And he seems to be teetering that line, maybe a couple of hit records. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it so far. And it's always nice to pay attention and sit down and try to digest Eminem because his writing is just literally, he's that guy. So that'll do it for today's reaction video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new here and you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. I drop a video every day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Appreciate the love and support. You don't have to do, leave some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you're a fan of Eminem, if you're a fan of White Gold, be sure to support the artist or the content that you enjoy. With all that being said, hope you're having a great day, sending positive vibes your way, and until next time, I'm out.
Ride for you if you ride for me. Wanna win your heart, I'm trying to play for